don't break. This time on Roadkill, the ultimate barn find. A Charger buried for 50 years. Hell yeah! See this rusty 68 Charger? Dream car. I have always wanted one. Ever since I watched the Dukes of Hazzard as a kid, this has been my dream, except I didn't want a nice Charger, I wanted junk. Junk that I could slide around dirt roads, junk that I could go off-roading with. And as it turns out, I found the junk.
You found a junk one, you sure did.
eBay.
Yeah.
Of all places, late at night, I may have been under the influence of some frosty cold beverages when I bought this thing, thinking it was a dirt track car. But then I found out a man named Joe Barry built this car to go racing in '68 and never finished the job.
I love that part of the story. Because of the way the rules are set up, he could do it by building something in his backyard, and he built it and he never got it to the race. So this car has just unfulfilled promise. And we're trying to get this car back on the road, and we're gonna drive it back up to Indy.
We're gonna go find Mr. Joe Barry, who's never driven the car.
When I picked up the car, it was missing its original 383 and 4-speed trans. I had a new 383 engine and 6-speed trans that I've been wanting to put in the right Charger, and this was a perfect match.
I came in a few days ago, we've had a bunch of help from other guys, and we've already got an engine and trans in this thing. We've got the brakes figured out. It's been a long haul, but there's tons left to do.
Here's an indication of how long I wanted a Charger. I had this engine 2 years before I ever found this car. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing running and driving, put a plate on it, and head to Indy and find Mr. Joe Barry. Yeah, so lots left to do. Let's go to work.
All right, so we dug into this car, and it's crazy. No one ever built them like this, I don't think. The bars and stuff that he used to make this car are way too thick. It's all super industrial, like 250 wall tubing. This car must weigh an extra 1,000 pounds, but I'll show you. He's got a perimeter frame, basically like a roll cage that goes all the way around the entire car. It's got Ford F250 brakes, and he went in and had somebody weld in the F250 spindle on this thing. So it does have giant bearings and stuff, 12-inch brakes. It should work. He got C-body bars from like a Fury or something, maybe a Fury cop car, welded it behind the B-body mount and sort of made it all work. He's got a Willys rear end in this thing.
Yeah, it's like a 48 to 53 Timken rear end out of a Willys truck.
Out of a Willys truck. It actually came with some super cool NASCAR 8-lug racing wheels that I don't think you could ever find again. They're gonna go on this car and it's gonna look awesome. And we're gonna make this thing finally see some action. If you cut out the inner fender of a Mopar, that's where all the structure and all the strength of this whole holding the whole front end up is. So I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna come in with a tube, weld it in here, come across, and tie it into the roll cage, and that will support the whole front end, and then I can mount the shocks on it.
There's absolutely no wiring in the car, so from taillights to headlights, ignition system, all that stuff, we've got to run wires throughout the car. We've got to mount the ignition box. Some of these things can't happen until we know where they need to go. Like until the seat's in, you really don't know where you want the switches to go, because once you're all buckled in, you got to be able to reach that stuff. So we're making educated guesses and making as much progress as we can.
This side's a little more complicated. There's the clutch master down there, there's the brake master up here. I want to make sure that we can still get the reservoir cap off and fill that thing up easily.
So here's our dilemma, right? We hacked up the bottom of the car to put in our T56 trans, and we used a Silver Sport Transmissions kit to install it. Part of the kit is this nifty cross member that should go right there if your Charger is stock. Ours is not. Joe Barry took C-body torsion bars, which come from a longer car, right? Making all this much bigger than it used to be. And because of that, our Silver Sport Transmissions crossmember will not fit in here at all. We're gonna build a new one. We gotta clear the exhaust, we've gotta stiffen the floor back up, we've gotta make all this better than it currently is.
I've got the new shock support bars in, and I've got all the plates made. I'm gonna put this thing on the ground so that it's level and under its own weight before I weld those in. But one thing we've been short on are these adjuster springs. We've gotten like 10 different sets ordered, and none of them were exactly right. I'm just sort of modifying the ends, and they're not perfect, but I'm gonna make these springs work.
Here's something for you guys at home. If you don't have a tube bender, don't let that stop you from making a tubular transmission mount. This is just some 2x4 rectangular tubing that you'd make a frame rail out of. Slash cut, 2 holes drilled through it, bolted to the isolator for the trans. Okay, it's done. Look at that. For Star Trek. To the transmission.
To the transmission and beyond. So we had this drive shaft made by a local dude, and hopefully it's the right length. Oh yeah, I think we're in business here. That's awesome. One less thing to worry about.
Now let it down. Done. Oh man, it's a good day. We got a lot of stuff built. We have radiator hoses now, we have a trans mount, we have a drive shaft. We got a whole bunch of parts in boxes we haven't even opened yet, and it looks like Tony's gonna finish the brakes.
The front drums fit fine, and I couldn't get the back ones on, and then thought about to myself, you know what? The fronts seemed loose and the backs were super tight, so I swapped them. Now they went right on. I just put the wheels on for the last time. Finn's got the exhaust up, and we can put this thing on the ground.
Coming down. Oh my God, this car is so low to the ground.
Super low.
That is badass.
Yeah, it's pretty
Dude, it's a
gnarly.
good stance. It's raked.
It looks great.
Either the front frame rails are bent down or it has a great rake.
Look at that. It's perfect.
Oh my God. This just got real.
It moves.
Now I can taste it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is badass, man.
It looks pretty square.
We're not making it on these tires. Look how much camber's in it.
On that one, not this one. This one's straight up and down.
Evil.
Probably gonna drive great, because it looks awesome.
Right about now, I'm ripping out the old fuel cell and installing a new one, which is actually smaller, so none of the old mounting points work. Our fuel cell isn't flat on the bottom like his was. It's got a sump. It's like a drag race style deal. It's got a rear sump to angle the fuel backwards into the pickup area. But the problem with that is it hit the angle iron, so I cut the angle iron in half. Then I made this piece, which is notched. I'll butt that up against the 2 pieces of angle iron, weld it all the way around. That'll give room for the sump and the fittings to come through. Oh, look at that.
Boom!
Fits. It's starting to look like a race car.
It's getting there. So both bars, I'm just burning them in for good, and then that'll be it, except for just adding the shock mounts. The bars really made it, really spruced the place up.
What do we got left? Let's go over the list. What can we cross off?
Obviously the motor is in, the trans connected to the rear with the drive shaft. There's a bunch more wiring to do.
Let's make it run.
Wire it all up, we'll make it run, and then the next big hurdle will be stuff like
Driving.
Yeah, I like driving.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite.
Driving's good.
Let's do it.
You're pretty good at it.
Thanks, buddy. Am I Bo or Luke?
You're dark-haired, so that makes you Luke. And
Luke
Luke never drove.
Luke doesn't drive.
Luke never drove. And we are nearing the end. Right now, Tony's inside the car wiring up the dash. I am buttoning up a couple of things under the hood right now, including, remarkably, a puke tank for our cooling system. Moving on.
We went to the parts store, got some truck shocks that are like 22 inches fully extended, something like that. It's perfect length. And I'm gonna weld them in, and then this thing is totally done suspension-wise. Fire in the hole. Let's go out with it.
Let's go out. This is it. After 50 years, this car is finally gonna run. We have a brand new engine, brand new transmission, used tires. I don't even know how old those are, and that is not gonna stop us from pretending like we are Bo and Luke Duke going NASCAR racing.
That's right.
Bo Shears, I'll break in that new camshaft?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Here we go. Timing close or what?
Should be.
It's not even burbling.
Go ahead.
Give a shot?
Yeah.
How many marks are on that thing? The axle mark.
1 mark, and then the tab.
So how far does the tab go?
10 degrees.
We get it closed.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Can you believe it? That thing has not made noise in 50 years. Right now, the guys are eyeballing the engine, checking cylinder head temperatures for every port.
It's stable now, and I don't want that camshaft to go flat, even though it seems like the cylinders aren't running exactly the same. They're different temperatures. Once we turn it off, play with the carburetor, make sure the timing's dialed, and hopefully we can actually put some load on this thing, finally drive this car.
Motor sounds insane. Still though, breaking in a flat tappet cam always scares me. So I'm gonna pull the oil filter out of the car, cut it open, look inside the pleats, look for metal. So I like to use a metal pan like this because it's light colored, and if you see anything in there, it'll be obvious. Bo Shears builds a good engine. There are no metal flakes in this filter. If that camshaft was going away, we'd see nothing but glitter in here.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about it.
I'm good at this.
Wait, check this out. How sweet that is. Look at that. Look at those lights. Have you seen this thing lit up?
No, I've never seen these taillights lit up. Dude, those are great. That is evil.
It looks awesome. It looks like a shark. It's so big and low. It's awesome. All right, dudes, that's it for tonight. Gonna leave in the morning. I'm gonna officially make this a race car by putting stickers on it, because everybody knows that's what makes race cars fast.
This is from Procar. Classic set of reclining vinyl seats. Safety first.
The belt.
Let's put the belt in. We are 1 seat away from backing the Charger out of the garage and hitting the road. Once this mirror's on, we can leave.
I'm so ready. Actually, it looks good.
We are off to Indiana. When's the last time this car ever did this?
Yeah.
Dude, the brakes aren't that bad.
No way.
Really not. Come on, baby.
What is that?
Drive shaft hitting the floor.
Yeah, maybe. How's the temp and everything left?
Temp's good, oil's good. Something turning loose. Pulls to the left. Really wants to go left.
I bet it does.
I'm gonna get on it a little bit and see if something hits the floor.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we need to go back to the house. Well, that was success. This car ran and drove all the way around my block and made 2 or 3 horrific noises that prompted us to come back to the garage here. Felt like the drive shaft was hitting something under the car, and then it sounded like something was falling off the front of the car, but overall, not bad. I think I know what part of the problem might be. When the pinion wraps, I think it's pushing the drive shaft into the floor of the car.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as you hit the gas, it gets pretty rocked.
That's what it is. I can see a mark on the drive shaft. It looks like the floor's been smacked. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna jack the rear end up and take some of the load off of the bolts going through the leaf spring hangers. Tony's gonna knock the bolts out and move the bolt and the eyelet of the leaf spring down 1 hole in the hanger, which is gonna increase the distance between the frame rail and the axle, lifting the car up.
coming down. You raise it up a little.
Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna look. It's fixed.
Yeah, for sure.
No, much better. This may be the fastest this car's ever gone. I love the quarter panels on this car, dude.
Oh, this car is sexy as hell.
Alright, so far so good.
Yeah. Oh, we did it. We're driving a Charger.
We are. Oh, hell.
What's going on here?
Tires, maybe? Bent wheel?
The rear end is hopping up and down.
Rear end is loud.
Yeah, this rear end sucks. Might be a speed thing.
We're going 59.
I torqued the wheels. I never touched the rear end.
That's the pinion.
Still?
Yeah. They hit a bump and it went up and hit it.
If you hit the gas, they roll right over.
Yeah, that's the ear of the yoke.
Yep. How the brakes doing?
Well, they pull to the right and to the left. And they stink.
They stink.
It's backwards day. We are not overheating. We have oil pressure. The thing seems to drive okay. And yet, here we are next to an auto parts store because although we lifted the car a little bit, not nearly enough. Every time we hit a bump, the pinion of the rear end and that yoke right there, U-joint, are smacking the bottom of the car. What we are gonna do is make the problem slightly more comfortable. These are rubber brakes. Let's go on the pedals, you know, so your feet don't slip off. But I figure if you stack enough of these together and tape them to the pinion of the rear end, every time it rotates up and hits the floor, it won't be that big of a deal. And if that doesn't work, then maybe we'll attempt at actually fixing the real problem. Well, all right. I'm sure that repair is gonna last at least 4 or 5 miles. That's better. So we're mobbing down the highway doing like 70 miles an hour. And all of a sudden we hit a bump, our brand new isolator falls out of the rear end, suddenly the rear end's hitting the sheet metal again. That kind of sucks. We can deal with that. But then it starts pouring rain. And oddly enough, these 40 or 50-year-old Hoosier dirt track tires don't work too well in the rain. So I called my buddy Bo Shear, say, who do you know in Calhoun? He says, go see the boys at Sexton Automotive. They have a tire machine. So we're gonna put on a set of BFG radial TAs, like big fat 295 ones. We got them from TireRack.com, and hopefully we'll be back on the road shortly.
Well, see, you should have a bead so the tire don't just fall back off of it.
Right, that's just smooth.
It's just smooth. There's nothing there for the tire to catch on.
Wow, so that's why these had tubes in them. Let's recap what happened here. I bought a car because I fell in love with the wheels. I mean, yeah, it's a Charger, but this is a crappy Charger. I really like the fact that it had 8 lug wheels on it. And now we can't put new radial tires on these old wheels because these old wheels need tubes. Why can't you run a tube with a radial?
You can. They just don't recommend it.
Tubes reduce the flexibility of tubeless tires. This could shorten the life of the tire rather dramatically if you run it anywhere near its maximum load or speed rating. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. This car got death wobbles at 70 miles an hour. I think we're fine. I think we can make it to Indiana on tubes in our radials. Please don't ever do this at home. I don't know why, but I'm told it's a bad idea.
So these guys have a lift so we can really see what's going on. We are going to put in a pinion snubber, more or less. We're gonna mount it right to this reinforced floor pan right here, and hopefully it smashes into the snout of this rear end and stops the yoke from smashing into the floor.
It's version 2.0 of our
we're getting
suspension
there.
system.
We're just evolving our design. It's no big deal.
So I'm happy that we have tires now. I'm happy that the drive shaft's no longer hitting the floor.
Yeah, the dudes at Sexton's are awesome.
You need illegal tubes put in your radial tires, you know where to go.
Allegedly. Allegedly. All right, do it. Do it.
I just did it. Ha! Suck it, Bo Duke.
All right.
Oh, it drives better.
Yeah?
Yeah. Tires are good.
You just did a burnout, too.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope.
And the rear end didn't break yet.
How about that? Woohoo! All right.
So only 450 more miles to go.
That ain't bad.
We gotta find Joe Barry and have fun.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Friday night and we're cruising in this. Woo!
Was my turn behind the wheel, and I'm like getting a feel for it, and it's kind of swervy and it's kind of darty, but I got it dialed in, really feeling like a sense of accomplishment, and all of a sudden the front and the corner of the car just fell, and I could feel, I knew a tire was going away, and it started pulling it really hard to the left. That whole corner of the car starts dragging on the ground, but right now we're out of options. This thing's gonna hit a flatbed. We'll find somewhere to crash, and we will figure it out in the morning.
So earlier we told you that these, for bias ply tires, do not mix with those radial tires at all. But we were gonna do it anyway, and we did. And then we blew a tire. So now,
And it was scary, a little bit.
it was a little scary. It
scary.
was. We also told you that these wheels don't have a bead around the inside of them to kind of hold the radial tires on there so that you can even mount them. And as it turns out, with enough air pressure, you can mount radial tires on these wheels without these in there. So we're gonna do that. And although this is not the right way to do things, this is roadkill, and well,
Yeah.
we're gonna go find Joe Barry in our car, not on a trailer. Or we're going tubing.
Yeah, that sounds dope, because it's hot.
Find a river, a 12 pack.
Do this.
The guys in the Charger are right behind us.
What up? How you doing?
Are they roadkill fans?
I guess they are now.
Wow, that's great. We're doing it. We're on the road again.
Finally, dude.
It's better, dude. It doesn't return. It still wants to, if you're going left, you're gonna keep going left,
Yeah, you gotta steer it.
but it's less twitchy now. I think we're already going faster than we ever have. 73.
I can smell oil when you're hammering on it, though.
Yeah, those breathers don't have baffles in them,
Something.
and the valve cover leaks. Dude, we're doing good. I feel like I've been beaten like a rented mule.
Yeah, I feel like I got run over by a dump truck, dude.
Almost there.
I mean, we're in Indy. We made it. We got here
We made
at
it.
2:45 in the morning. We're here, and it's time to meet this dude.
Yeah.
Oh, to the right here.
Oh, hey. That's the guy.
There he is.
Dude, he's not short. Why is this seat like
Because the
this?
seats were different. Here's going. I'm Tony.
I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Morning.
Morning.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing better now. When was the last time you saw this car?
Real close to 50 years.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Could you just tell me how you got your hands on this originally?
Had a friend that had a friend, and he bought it brand new and wrecked it. We put it all back together.
Did you even get to go around the block in it or anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We lived out in the country and I had it out, but
Okay, just never on the track.
never got it on a track.
Very cool. We want to see what we did to it?
Yeah.
We did a couple of upgrades.
Say the engine wasn't in it when you got it?
No, when I got it, the 4-speed was gone and the 383 was gone. Tony and I and a few of our friends got together and in 6 days, put a new 383 in it, a new 6-speed trans.
It runs good. I mean, we've been driving this thing. We put 500 miles on it the last couple of days.
Yeah, yeah.
Never had it ready for NASCAR, but we got an invitation. I got a letter from NASCAR there.
Ontario Motor Speedway.
500 miles on a 2.5 mile oval.
Yeah, it's still there. December 7th, 1970.
Wow. So you were going to go try to make that race, you think?
No.
Oh, no, you weren't.
No,
Okay.
I didn't have money to finish that, let alone drag that thing to California.
This is so cool because now we know, what it did look like. You're like, that door is green. So I'm imagining you got a door out of the junkyard there to replace the old one that was smashed up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to ride in this thing?
Nah.
Come on. No, not even around the block? Do
Nah.
you want to drive it?
Nah. That is a death trap.
He is totally aware.
That's pretty much what they were like back then. They were death traps, all of them.
Yeah. Is it hard to see it after all these years, or?
Just a big broken dream at the time.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed seeing it. It's neat.
We enjoyed putting it back together, man. It was super fun.
This is my dream car. I always wanted one. I never wanted a show car because I like to drive them, The name on the door was how we tracked you down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Always put your name on your car. Like your mom did on your underwear when you were 3.
That's right.
All right, we're going to get out of your hair.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been an honor to meet you.
Enjoyed it.
thank you
Enjoyed
so
meeting
much.
you guys.
We met the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that built this Charger. I mean, we saw old photos of the car, letters from USAC saying he could go race NASCAR with this car. It's been an amazing time. It's been an amazing journey.
We're going to take this death trap out, and we're going to hit this local airport that we rented and see if it feels like a race car, because we're going to finally see some action in this thing.
All right, thanks, Joe. See ya.
Have a great one.
That was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
We did it.
I can't believe he had a photo of the car. And did you see how nice it was?
It looked great. I think it was a little emotional.
He was, because there was a point in the conversation where I was like, oh God, what have I done?
All right, so this Charger's almost there. We resurrected this thing. We drove it across the country. We found Joe Barry, the original racer owner, and it's never seen any real action, right? Right. Well, let's do it. Oh, hello.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Hell yeah! We're going real fast.
71. That was awesome. Dude, it corners kind of good.
It does corner kind of good.
Still alive though.
That was fun and terrifying.
Nice work.
Jeez! I hear it knocking and I think it's coming in, dude.
Hopes and dreams are holding that axle on this car.
All right, no, I think we're done. This rear end is about to
on fire. We're on fire. Get out. You want me to spit on it? It's just oil. We'll be all right. Wow, that's a lot of oil. See, look at that.
It's out.
Nice work. Right
There
here.
we go.
Nice work. Oh, it's getting worse. This is the end. All right, yeah, we're done.
Yep.
It's a fitting on the radiator that we don't have a replacement for that's...
It's got a cap on it. Those rubber caps never last, dude.
Yeah, well, not through that.
Oh my God, dude. This car rules, though. It is very fun to drive around turns. It will not stop. We almost went on the highway there.
Joe Bear's a genius. Did
Yeah,
you
I know.
see how well it cornered?
Yeah, pretty good.
I mean, the brakes are horrific, but... Beer?
Yeah, beers. Beers, flights home.
So in the end, a $2 fitting in the radiator burned us and we couldn't drive around the track anymore. But that's not the point. The best thing about this is that we took one man's broken dream and were able to piece together a dream of our own. I've always wanted my own version of the General Lee, and now I've got it. In a matter of days, we brought this Charger back to life and put it back on the road where it belongs. This thing is rough, it's a mess, and certainly has more kinks to work out, but it's unbelievably fun to romp on and looks awesome while doing so. And if that's not enough of a win, you're probably doing it all wrong.
Support companies that support Roadkill. Buy your speed parts at jegs.com.
Let's go find Joe Barry.
Drive your Charger.
Wow, that's
It doesn't turn much.
full lock. Gonna take out the garbage can.
Might clear it.
Nope. It's a big car.